До слова запрошується речник Міністерства оборони України.
The floor is given to Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesman on ATO-related issues. Good afternoon, dear friends. Now the information about the events in the ATO area during the last 24 hours. The Lugansk sector military actions were in Stanitsa-Lugansk and Popasnyansky region. Starting noon, militants carried out two short armed provocation in Valutsky village, and after sunset, they delivered grenade launch and small arms fire, and they shelled at our positions in Stanitsa-Lugansk. These were short-term provocations. And in Popasnyansky region, the enemy in the evening launched 15 mines at our positions in the region of Katerinovka and also opened machine gun fire. On the whole, during the last 24 hours, the enemy violated ceasefire 5 times, and the ones with the use of mortars in the Lugansk sector. And the Donetsk sector in Svetlodarsk Balch, the enemy was active in Lugansk. They used APC as a weaponry, and in the evening, the enemy launched 9 mines of 82mm of caliber and opened fire with the use of small arms. In Gorlovka perimeter, the forces of the occupants actively shelled our positions with the use of small arms in Zaitsevo and Verkhnyotoretsk. And during last shelling, after 8 p.m., they delivered mortar fire. And in Avdiivka, the situation remains tense. In production zone and in neighboring positions in Kamenka and Shakhta Butivka, the enemy delivered fire 24 hours and during 24 hours and used grenade launchers and large caliber machine guns. And in the evening, the occupants used mortars. And before sunrise, at Shakhta Butivka positions, the enemy delivered sniper fire, and it lasted for about an hour. And in Donetsk airport, Russian occupation forces violated ceasefire only once, opened fire with grenade launchers near Pisky village. And on the whole, during the last 24 hours, in the Donetsk sector, there were 28 enemy shellings, including 4 with the use of mortars. The Mariupol sector, Mariinsky region, here militants were active in the evening. They carried out 3 shellings in Mariinka and 1 armed provocation in Taramchuk. And in the course of one of the shellings of the regional sector, the occupants launched 6 mines. And 1 more enemy shelling was with the use of sniper weapons. And in the result of illegal actions of the occupants, 7 houses of local residents in Mariinka were damaged and 1 local resident was wounded. Now his life is not under threat. He is hospitalized to Khurakhova Hospital, and he was delivered there after being provided with first medical help. And the rest of the shellings in Mariupol sector were in far south of the area, Gnutovo-Lebedynsky, Vodyane, Shirokino part of front line. Here the enemy continued to use mainly small arms, and mortars were used by the enemy in this part of front line only in the region of Shirokino. On the whole, in the Mariupol sector, during the last 24 hours, there were 13 enemy shellings, including 2 with the use of heavy weapons. During the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, 1 Ukrainian serviceman was killed and 3 servicemen were wounded. Our hearts go out to the families and relatives of the servicemen who died for Ukraine. Military training continues in armed forces of Ukraine, and complex training took place at 199 training center of the armed forces of Ukraine, the center of paratroopers. And they were trained how to demine handmade explosive device. They rehearsed firing and division fire management and defense, and also the officers of anti-aircraft forces were trained in organizing air defense. students of Engineering and Aviation Faculty of Kharkiv National University of Air Forces of Ukraine, named after Ivan Kozhedub, had tactical training. They rehearsed practical engineering, radio, chemical and biological warfare, topography, and also they were using modern weaponry. And in south and northern operative and territorial units of the National Guard of Ukraine, they completed training for grenade launcher operators. Servicemen had theoretical training and live fire exercises both during the day and at night. They demonstrated high level of training and showed the best professional skills, and also the participants of different military units shared their battle experience. And in Lviv Oblast, they had joint training of police officers and servicemen of the National Guard. The topic of training is explosive handling, and Ukrainian law enforcers were trained in the special mobile explosive ordnance laboratory, robotic manipulator, hydrodynamic cannons, and they also examined modern protective outwear suit. No questions, thank you and goodbye.